Oh, hi, hello, good afternoon. And welcome to the BIPOC Arts Network and Fun, Transforming Houston's Arts Future event. I am Ebony Bell Darcy, and I am the Inclusion, Engagement, and Training Director for Stages and a member of the BIPOC Arts Network and Fun's Steering Committee. On behalf of Stages, welcome to the Gordy. On behalf of the BAMF staff, steering committee, and community partners, I would like to welcome you into the physical and virtual space. Thank you so much for being with us today and to those joining us via live stream. Now, please join me in welcoming BAMF's project director, Sixto Wagon.
Thank you, Ebony and Stages. Thank you, Nuestra Palabra, and the team who's running the live stream. And thanks to everyone who is here and everyone who's joining on the live stream. I start with these gratitudes because this is an incredible moment. A moment that I could not have pictured when I started in the Houston art scene almost 30 years ago. Today, we are celebrating $6 million to transform the futures of artists and arts organizations, particularly those who identify and serve communities who identify as Black, Indigenous, Latino, Asian, Pacific Islander, Middle Eastern, and all the combinations above. It's an incredible moment, and it's leading to an exciting future. Tonight is not a start, but it is a continuation. It builds from and is shaped by the sacrifices of the generations before us. The conversations, the learnings, the relationships that made a network and Houston's culture possible. I must take a moment to recognize that this initiative would not have been possible if it weren't for a global crisis where we lost over 550 million people. And an 8-minute, 46-second video of the murder of George Floyd and the global protests that it inspired. Almost every conversation that the BIPOC has engaged in is informed by the traumas of slavery, dispossession of land and property, like the forceful dispossession of this land's former stewards, the Atakapa, Akokisa, Karankawa, Tonkawa, and the Mexica peoples. The ongoing policies and structures that have kept people and organizations of color relegated to the margins in competition with each other and perceived as lesser. From the first round of grants, one of the primary things that we heard was the significance of being seen, being recognized, and receiving validation from outside of our own home community. I state these realities not to diminish a sense of gratitude, but as a reinforcement of the opportunities born of crisis, of the choices that people make to come together and to take action, that focuses on empowerment, creating space for dreaming and for creating, of the intentional choices of local foundations to respond in a way that has created transformative conversations around amongst program officers, artists, arts organizational leaders, community organizers, of change that starts with empowering people activating their networks and recognitions of the interconnectedness of our work, our dreams, and our possibilities. Today, we not only honor the survival, persistence, and resilience, but we can revel in the possibilities of what $6 million and a connected community can create. After the recent years of isolation, grief, and compounded stresses, we come together in a moment of celebration. We celebrate the Ford Foundation, who launched the America's Cultural Treasures Initiative. Long Chu of the Houston Endowment, who activated a network of funders already connected after Hurricane Harvey, and built a $12.4 million investment that BAMF is working from. We celebrate our foundations, the Houston Endowment, the Kinder Foundation, the Powell Foundation, the Brown Foundation, Cullen Foundation, and their program officers and trustees who took a leap and invested in this experimental opportunity. We celebrate our community partners at Community Artists Collective, Nuestra Palabra, Urban Souls, Latin American Women Artists of Houston, the Ensemble Theater, and Mecca, who worked in partnership with me and to share experience, challenge assumptions, educated, learned, and reframed, who accepted some compromise and have helped plan for the long term. We celebrate our steering committee members, accountability and advisory committee members, and our community consultants, and the BIPOC Consulting Administration, who have dedicated energy, resources, experiences, and their hopes to make this moment possible. If I could have our foundation partners, our community partners, and our BANF leadership room stand up in order for all of us to be acknowledged. Can I get House? Thank you, Petra, Robert, Roberto, Ashley, Deidre, Francis, Tony, Kevin, Sebastian, Andrew, Eureka, Tarina, Marty Kahneman, Christy, Michelle, Walter, Gabriela, Ariel, Armando, Rosanna, and all those who could not be here with us today. Thank you for all of your work, and thank you in believing in me and in this community. 18 months ago, BANF announced $2 million to support organizations and collectives as part of a crisis response initiative. BANF has the opportunity, as it sits outside the foundations and other institutions, to live into the opportunity to learn and listen. Listening to understand what are the current realities facing our artists and our arts organizations, and to initiate responsive resource strategies that catalyze opportunities and strengthen the networks of BIPOC artists and organizations. Today, we'll be able to celebrate the $1 million investment in the ARTIST Awards and the first round of ARTIST Awardees that will be announced tonight. In a few months, when we've had time to process, reflect, and synthesize the hours of conversations and data, we plan to host a session in order to share some of that information with y'all, in order to be able to support the next round of applicants, and we plan on opening the 2025 ARTIST Award application process in the fall of 2024. It is my privilege today, in order to share with you the overview of our next initiative, the Houston Cultural Treasures. It is a dedication of $5 million in direct resources and technical supports that will reinvest in some of the arts and culture organizations that have anchored our communities of color, who have transformed the lives of generations of artists, Houstonians, and whose presence is felt far beyond the 9-county region of Greater Houston. These are multi-year general operating grants from $100,000 to $500,000 to recognize survival and persistence, and also the joy of generations of lives that these arts organizations have transformed. Along with this money, the Houston Cultural Treasures will co-create a 2-year cohort experience, an opportunity to dream, connect, collaborate, and create with fellow cultural treasures. Now is not the time in order for me to go through all the eligibility and details. I know many asking, but next week we are hosting a virtual information session in order to cover all that. In the meantime, please check out our website, houstonbanf.org, or our socials at houstonbanf.org to register for that and to find out more details. Lastly, we are laying the groundwork for 2 more initiatives. In early 2024, we will be able to share more news about a pilot program to investigate arts education and an emerging cultural treasure initiative. There's more learning and community design work for us to do on both of these initiatives, but we're excited on the next stage. With the Houston Cultural Treasures and the ARTIST Awards, we are prioritizing a learning community because it came up repeatedly in our listening and learning sessions. The need to connect across boundaries, share expertise, learn from and with each other. We are committed to a network model where we resource people and organizations that are epicenters of collective action, who build space for possibility and opportunity. So it is appropriate at this moment, in order to turn the mic over to 2 people who have helped co-create the 2023 BANF ARTIST Awards, Michelle Barnes and Tony Diaz.
Thank you, Sixto. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. This is really a wonderful celebration. Perfect timing, long time coming. It's so wonderful. I can only express to you in the few minutes that I've got how wonderful it is to be part of this dynamic artist community. It is just thrilling to be able to recognize the few of you who have gone through the process, have been engaged in the work for so long and so consistently. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for the foundations, the institutions that have supported this effort. Thank you, Sixto. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Tony, for everything that you've done to make this possibility a real reality. Tony.
Thank you, Michelle, for changing the world, holding it down, and getting us here where we thought this day would come. I wasn't sure. It's here. So thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I also want to add that thank you, Sixto, for what you're doing. I do want to remind folks that the Cultural Treasures program has taken place in different cities, but it has looked a lot different. They have not empowered community to the extent that it's happened here in Houston, and they didn't have individual artist awards. They haven't had the sort of analysis that's happening now, quantifying our community cultural capital. So I want them to get bored of being applauded and recognized. So to all the foundations that have stepped up, to Six and the whole team, thank you so much for making this happen. And I'm keeping this on time, so I got 3 minutes. So I just want to make 3 remarks in corporate English, and then 3 remarks in community terms. Here's the corporate English translation. 1, I know that because of your work, corporate nonprofits, be they in media, education, philanthropy, they will value community cultural capital. Secondly, this is what it looks like to empower our artists from our communities who are experts about us. And the last thing I want to say in corporate English, no corporate nonprofit, be they in education, media, go down the list, none of them could ever pay to replicate this network, so they will always need us. That's pretty simple. Now in community terms, finally. 1, y'all ready for our movement? This is a movement. This is so exciting. This is a movement. It's beautiful. As a writer too, it's beautiful because we are defining language. We're defining what BIPOC means. We're going to come up with the metaphors to convey it. And if people don't understand that word or get it, they're going to see us working together across the community. And every city is going to say, oh my goodness, Houston has got it going on. So we're inventing that word. And then finally, and I don't have to define this for you, we're going to have to spend a lot of time defining this for others. It gives me great pleasure to join you arm in arm like we've been doing silently, now boldly together, and we're going to accelerate community cultural capital. Let me hand it back to Sixto so we get this work done. Gracias.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Michelle. I can talk about all the under the administration, and thanks for the hype people, because that's what we're all doing. It is my distinct pleasure and honor, in order to turn the next part of this presentation over to our 2023 Artist Awardees, and they are going to introduce themselves and introduce themselves to our community.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eris Kian. I am the 2023 to 2025 Houston Poet Laureate, and I also serve as the Narrative Change and Media Manager for Houston in Action.
Hello, my name is Benito Vasquez. I am a first-generation Mexican-American born and raised in Houston, Texas. I am a theater artist and producer and founder of Theatrics, a Latinx theater company where it was established to give the Latino community a voice in Houston stages so everyone can celebrate our joy and our pain, our cultural diversity, and our artists.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Ellison, and I'm an artist and activator. Thank you.
My name is Daniel Anguilou. I'm a graffiti artist, muralist. Also a founder. I fund my own projects. I also fund the Harrisburg Art Museum, and independently, I painted hundreds of murals around the city. And
my name is Danielle Fanfare, and I'm a writer. And my life's purpose and favorite thing to do is use my skill of writing to create interdisciplinary arts experiences that return you to your memory of wholeness.
Hi, everyone. My name is Epi Chad. I am a Bengali Texan, a multidisciplinary artist, a cultural worker, and a naturalist.
Hello, my name is Ezra Hezekiah. I am a multidisciplinary artist, originally from Central America, Republic of Panama. I am the owner of Province 8 Art Studio in Northwest Houston.
Hello, everyone. I'm Harrison Guy. I am a movement-based artist. I sit at the intersection of being both Black and gay, and I am the result of seeds planted a long time ago by some amazing Black gay men, where when no one else would water those seeds, we watered them ourselves. And so today, I bloom. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jay Hernandez, and I am from Tabasco, Mexico. And it really dawned on me today that my career has been marked by a series of firsts. First time that work in American, quote, classical, unquote, music has dealt with migrants who cross the Sonoran Desert and what happens to their bodies. First time that a Mesoamerican pre-conquest art form has been performed on U.S. soil from a Mexican-American, from a Mexican. And the first time that a work has been presented by someone who has been in ICE detention. And I realized just how isolated that work was. So I'm just really thankful for the support today. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jose Antonio Diaz. I'm an Afro-Latino from Puerto Rican descent. I'm a musician, composer, music educator, and I'm founder of Diaz Music Institute.
Hello, everybody. I am Kuma. I am an intersex and transgender multidisciplinary artist and community organizer. I facilitate opportunities for some of the most marginalized within already marginalized communities. And I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
Good evening or good day, y'all. My name's Awela Mapi. I go by Rainflower. Also, it's a translation of Kiawi Tsochik. I've gone under the name Lady Binks as an old school graffiti writer too. For the last 25 years in Houston, since the late 90s, I helped to introduce Danza Azteca Esplendor, which is the style of public danza Azteca from Mexico. And I've integrated the arts through hip hop and indigenous culture for the last 10 years in the schools. And I also am a part of the Grandmother Danza de la Luna Moon Dance Council, and I facilitate a ceremonial space for women.
I'm so glad to be here with this community, honestly. My name is Miriam Damaris Maldonado. I'm from Puerto Rico, and I'm the founder of Colectiva Feminista Colibrí, which is Colectiva Feminista Colibrí. I'm the project manager of the project of literature from Puerto Rico in University of Houston with Arte Público Press. I'm also a poet, and I work with sex trafficking in domestic violence in Houston Area Women's Center. I forget what else, but you know, I'm here. So I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
I just want to first say thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Monica Villarreal. I am a Chicana Indigenous woman, interdisciplinary artist, a community organizer, founder of Xochipilli Collective and Creative Women Unite. I've been working in the communities around providing space for women artists, as well as Indigenous people. I do cultural work as well through my group, Danza Azteca Taxcayolot. I am Primera Palabra of the group. We are a traditional Mexican dance group from Mexico. We were learning our traditions from there, and I'm really happy to be part of this cohort. It takes I take very much pride to be part of all of you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here at Taskamati.
Thank you, Monica. Hello, family. Hello, supporters. Very privileged to be sitting here among so many creatives that I'm just now getting to meet, which is why this is so important. Did I say my name? No. My name is Rabea, last name Bain. I'm a proud representative and member of Third Ward community. Project Royal House resident. I love exploring our hair politics, and I love researching hidden histories that have been left out, omitted from our histories. That is a primary focus of my work. I'm also happy to say that I am an educator that services primarily, well, most populations of color at Lone Star College North Harris, which is, I love having the opportunity to be in front of the classroom. So thank you.
Namaste. My name is Ratna Kumar, and I am very proud to say that I'm the director, the founder of the first Indian dance school in Texas, and also the artistic director of the first nonprofit arts organization, which brings Indian dancers and musicians and theater artists from all over the world to Houston audiences. Happy to have brought Indian dance to the mainstream. I'm an almost Houstonian, native Houstonian, having lived here for 48 years. I'm grateful to all the people of Houston who have received me with so much warmth and affection. I am immensely honored to be amongst all of my fellow awardees. I am humbled, and I'm very proud to be the first Indian American to receive this award. Looking forward to working with and learning from all of you. Thank you very much.
My name is Sergio Sandoval, native of Mexico. I have been working all my life as a construction worker, turned cultural activist, and through the arts, we visualize the social issues of the community, Hispanic community in Houston. Founder of Teatro Comunitario de Houston. Thank you very much.
Hey y'all, my name is Stacey Allen. I am a multidisciplinary dance artist, educator, activist, and advocate, and most importantly, wife and mother of 3 children. I am also the founder of Nia Starters Movement Collective, and I enjoy, and my mission is to create and support art and wellness initiatives through the lens of Black women and girls. I am honored to be here amongst such a amazing, outstanding cohort of artists in the Houston area.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trisha Morales. I'm an artist, activist, filmmaker, organizer. In 2016, right after college, I co-founded a nonprofit called, or the Texas chapter nonprofit called Unipro, which educates the Filipinx American students on their histories and created that space of intergeneration dialogue within our families. Now I'm currently organizing with multiple AAPI organizations across Houston. And one of the main pushes that I'm doing, as well as filming, is the push for Asian American ethnic studies K-12 in Texas.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Tarsha Gary, also known as Chef Tarsha. Thank you. I am a multidisciplinary artist as well. I am obviously a chef, so food is important to me. I am an urban farmer in Third Ward and across the city of Houston. I am the founder of Ecotone World. I'm an educator. I'm a Black woman sitting in a sea of so much power right here. And I'm so excited for this opportunity to be a part of what we know Houston is. It's Houston has so much power, so much diversity, and I'm honored really to be recognized after so many years of working and not giving up. We're still here, and thank you.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sister Mama Sonia, and I am so excited to be here. I am the founder with my sisters of Three Sisters in the Spirit Theater Ministry, where we harvest hope, healing, and harmony through theater. I am an edutainer, I am an actress, I'm a playwright, and it's so important to me that we honor our ancestors and ancestors, our forefathers and foremothers, and we work intergenerationally to provide and make our world better. I am so excited to be among all of these beautiful people. And Houston, y'all better get ready, because y'all finna see something good.
Yes, thank you. There's Ann Johnson. Anne regrets the moment because she misses every photo op, but she is here with us in spirit. And then Jasmine Mendez. Jasmine Mendez is a best-selling Dominican-American poet, educator, and translator and playwright. You can read the rest. Anyway. And then the last person, so we have Lupe Mendez also as thinker. And then on her way here from New Orleans is Ayana Jolivet McLeod, but she will be joining us in just a bit. This is, it's amazing that I don't actually have to read anything anymore, y'all. That's a great part. I am grateful for all of our partners and our community partners, our leadership team, our funders, who've engaged in, we've been working on this since July of last year. Conversations in order to understand how to do right by our artist community. We had 390 applications to this process. We had incredible artists, and we wanted to lift and spotlight. We wish that we could spotlight all of them, but at this moment, we have spotlighted 25. Houston has a richness of artists that is untapped. We have a richness of artists who are under-resourced and under-recognized. We are on the precipice of addressing and naming some of those people, as you've just heard through 25 people. And we are going to, again, through the Houston Cultural Treasures, address not only the individual artists, but again, our core institutions. We are excited as the BIPOC Arts Network and Fund in order to be utilizing these 5 years that we are in existence, in order to use these strategic opportunities in order to transform this moment. We transform the people and the organizations in order for Houston to live into its potential to be the diversity we deserve to live in. So before we're gonna wrap up, I'm gonna, the next slide is actually just a reminding about virtual information sessions for those of you who are interested in Houston Cultural Treasures. Y'all, this moment is longer than 30 years in the making. And I cannot wait to see what happens in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, to understand how just acknowledging and recognizing the people and the organizations that Houston has actually fostered, and how can we help them grow? And as Harrison said, how do we help them bloom in ways that we didn't even understand? Thank you for being with us in this moment. Thank you for joining us on the journey. We hope you join us on the journey forward. And it's a reality, y'all. Thank you. Before I let our artists and our leadership join us, everybody else can join. Let's start with the drinks, but I'm going to ask all of our BIPOC Arts Network and Fund leadership team and our artists to stay for a few more photos.